It's me again, that girl that just talks a lot. I want to talk real quick about Gluccie Pudding. If you are not enjoying Gluccie Pudding as part of your Trim Healthy journey, Mama, you are missing out. Let me just tell you, Gluccie Pudding is the perfect end to a meal. It goes with an S, it goes with an E, it doesn't matter what you put it with. It's an ultra fuel pull and it's ultra delicious. I absolutely love it. There's so many different flavors you can make. In the original cookbook, there's salted caramel, vanilla, and mocha. And they're all really good. Out of those three, mocha is probably my favorite. But tonight I'm going to change up the salted caramel one to make it butterscotch. I haven't tried it. I think it's going to be delicious. But I want to talk about some of the key points in making Gluccie Pudding. I hear a lot of, ew, it's slimy, I don't like the texture, or it's foamy, it's whippy, it just doesn't taste like pudding, it doesn't look like yours, KJ, I don't know why mine doesn't look like yours. Well, I just want to show you how I make my Gluccie Pudding real quick. I do something in this recipe that I don't do in any other recipe. I strictly follow the instructions. Imagine that. I'm not an instruction follower, but I am with my Gluccie Pudding. So if you don't know much about Gluccie, Gluccie binds to the toxins in your body and helps you eliminate them. It is fantastic for your gut health. It's fantastic for your metabolism. It's fantastic for cholesterol. And it's full of fiber, so it satiates you. And it's such a Gluccie Pudding. I mean, it's a thickener. Gluccie is a thickener. But having it after a meal, it's just, I love it. It is such a treat. So put your milk in. You're going to follow the instructions exactly the way it says. So you want to put your sweetener and your Gluccie. Nope, sorry, back up. Pay attention to the book, not me. You want to put your sweeteners and your almond milk in your blender. And then there's 2 sweeteners in this. And I have found by trying to adapt this to other sweeteners, the sweeteners that are recommended in the recipe in Trim Healthy Cookbook are the ones that you want to go with. They are the ones that really make it the best. It's got a little bit of salt. You could leave this out, really, because that's kind of for the salted caramel one. You could leave that out if you wanted. Okay. 3/4 of a teaspoon of butterscotch is what I'm going to put in there. So this is a Loran butterscotch extract. You could use a little caramel and a little butter, and that would probably give you butterscotch, or butter extract and caramel extract, or butter and almond extract maybe might give you a little bit of a butterscotch flavor, but I'm using straight up butterscotch flavoring. Okay, so this is the point where it says to turn on the blender on low and sprinkle in your Gluccie. And now I know I just told you to follow the instructions explicitly, but I can't because I have that big cover on top of my blender. So if I put the Gluccie in from the top, it just doesn't work. So this is what I do. I put my Gluccie in right now, but I also have a very powerful blender. So if you don't, you should sprinkle it in as you go to make sure it gets incorporated. So then you need to put the cover on. Obviously, I know you didn't need that tip. And my cover is dirty in my dishwasher, and I forgot to get it out before I started the video. That's traditional KJ right there. So the key to this is following what I have found. The key to this is following the timing. So it says to blend on high for 1 minute. So I need to blend exactly for 1 minute on high. I ain't taking any shortcuts, guys. 1 minute. That is exactly 1 minute. Now we need to let the blender rest for 30 seconds, and that is exactly what I'm going to do. I am watching my watch like a hawk. I'm not going to miss a second. And then I'm gonna blend again for 1 more minute. The last few seconds of your 1 minute, you want to stop the blender and add a scoop of your whey protein. At this point, you're only going to blend for 10 seconds after that. You're not going to let it blend any longer than that, or you're going to get foamy pudding. And you don't want foam, you want pudding. So 10 seconds. I do it right on about medium. That's plenty long enough. All right, and now my Gluccie pudding's done. So right now, it doesn't look like pudding. It's a little runny. It's supposed to be. This is how I do it. You can individually serve this up, but I just go ahead and pour the whole batch into my bowl. And then I get out a serving as I want it. I just scoop out what I want. This will be ready by dinner time tonight. It'll be nice and cooled off and nice and thickened and be perfect pudding consistency. And it smells just like butterscotch pudding. All right, here we go. See, it's not foamy. It's not slimy. It's perfect pudding. It's runny because it's not thickened yet, but just like Jell-O instant pudding, it's got to sit and thicken. Be patient. Don't go diving face it first into it yet. Let it sit. There you go. Perfect ultra fuel pull. Takes seconds to make. Super easy, and you will like it if you make it right. And if you don't, sorry. I don't know what to say. All right. Have a good night.